All right, Larry, from the heart of Silicon Valley, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Woods, the receiver, in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Again they run with Gurley. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Out of the gun. Gone. They got a man. It's Woods. That goes for a gain of 31.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Woods, the receiver, in motion left. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. And the wideout in motion. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Third and goal from the 5. Maybe a little play action situation coming up. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. They run once more with McKinnon. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Garoppolo on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Here's Goff now on second down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Cooks will come in motion right. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Throwing on third. Goff. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Michael Johnson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So that scores now in their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. In motion right, Garcon. They run it with McKinnon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Wilk. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
Here we go. 3-19. Detroit.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. McKinnon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here to at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
Fielded about a yard deep. Muscles him off. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Cooks will come in motion right. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Woods, the receiver, in motion left. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back here right after this. And tough starting field position here.
Now let's go.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Detroit! Back
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now a first down following that long gain.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Got three down. Detroit! Let's go! Detroit! Over! Back down, here we go.
Here's McKinnon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Watch it now. Detroit!
And he motions the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second down, here's Garoppolo. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Woods, the receiver, in motion left. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On the counter, Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Woods, the receiver, in motion left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Down there, it's complete. Williams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Garoppolo to throw. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Caught left side. Garçon. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second down following the run. Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to Miller. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. McKinnon. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Green, 39!
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run. This is Brown. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
2 for 66.
Now they try the right side here. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And the wideout in motion. Now it's Brown. Room here to run. Brown with his stick skills. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
In motion left goes Cooks. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Here's Johnny Hecker now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And this one's high, but not very far. Spinning past him. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Ringo. No, check. Now let's go. Detroit. Good.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Garoppolo now. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now they try the right side here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And that'll set them back 5. First and 15 here behind the chains. Shift together here from the D-line. Here again is McCammon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Now, check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
Back to throw. And this one's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. 3rd down here. So he was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Now let's go. Boom. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's becoming increasingly clear now that the Rams are going to win this football game. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff looking right. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Goff now to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they try the right side here. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
They had to convert there on 4th down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they've got to really hurry.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game,